What an odd dream.
Good morning, Bright Eyes.
You're still here.
Wouldn't be anywhere else. Has anybody told you that you snore?
If it bothers you so much, you can always leave.
I wish I could, dear. I told you, I couldn't leave even if I wanted to.
So this is going to be my life from now on.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're going to follow me around for the rest of my life.
That's how it works, as far as I can tell.
Great. Just great.
Hey, it ain't all a bed of roses for me either, dollface. You think I chose to be shackled to your family for the last 40 years? Your grandmother refused to accept it, and look what happened to her.
And Auntie?
She made a mistake.
What kind of mistake?
Hey, what is this, 20 questions? What's with the third degree?
I have a right to know.
No, you want to know. There's a difference. I don't have to tell you squat.
Look, this isn't easy, you know. You're a ghost? Fine. I'm a medium? Fine. My whole life is turned upside down? Fine. But you could at least meet me halfway.
You've accepted it, you say.
So far, yes.
You've only seen a taste of it. Are you ready to go all the way?
What do you mean?
Ready to see what's out there. Ready to see what this is all about.
Yes.
Good. Maybe there's hope after all.
So what is it?
I don't have to tell you. It's best if I show you. Here, take a hold of this.
I can touch it?
Yeah, the only part of me you can touch, unfortunately.
It kinda tingles. What is it?
The stuff of life. Or death. I've never quite worked it out.
What now?
Now you pull.
Pull the tie?
Yeah, pull.
Okay. Oh my god, where have you taken me?
Relax. Take your time. It's a lot to take in at once.
What is this place?
It's the doorway to infinity, darling. Out there, in the distance, the next world, the next plane of existence, the gossamer threads that separate this world from the next. Whatever you want to call it. It's all out there.
How did we get here?
We're inside your head.
You mean I'm dreaming?
No, I mean we're literally inside your head. Remember those headaches you had yesterday?
Yeah?
That was your power awakening. Or to be more specific, it was this place, forcing its way into your mind.
So what does that mean?
It means that you've got a spiritual way station in your head.
I'm not sure I like this.
Well, like it or not, we're here.
So what does this place actually do?
It's sort of a transfer point, or node. It connects the mortal world with the next. You bring spirits into this place, and then send them on their merry way.
That's it.
Well, there's a bit more to it than that.
I thought as much.
You see, many ghosts aren't as lucid as myself. Most can barely tell you their own names, let alone tell you what's wrong. Near as I can figure, they have to come to terms with their departure before they can actually depart. You dig me so far?
I think so. The ghosts don't know they're dead.
Yeah, right. So, we have to help them accept it. Once they accept their death, they are much more willing to move on. That's my job, see? I talk to the spooks. They trust me more because I'm one of them. You do the legwork. See? Anyway, I know you have some questions about this place, so go ahead and ask them.
What about that ghost in the park? The one from last night? Why didn't we bring her here?
First of all, I didn't think you were ready. And secondly, that ghost was too lost and confused. When a ghost is like that, I can't just force the tie into their hands. It won't work, don't ask me why. They have to know they're dead first. Your aunt called it, being spiritually ready.
What about you? Can you go through that hole and move on?
I wish, darling. But I can't. I've tried before, but it just spits me back out. I'm stuck here, whether I like it or not.
You're wearing your tie again. How did that happen?
Not sure. Near as your aunt and me figured, the tie is just an extension of whatever power brought us here. It's not a real physical tie. No more than I am a real physical person.
But that makes no sense.
Look, just accept it, dollface. Forget logic. For you, logic went out the window the day I appeared in your bedroom. There ain't no instruction manual for this. Your aunt and me just figured it out as we went along.
Are you okay, Joey?
Me? I'm dandy.
You don't look all right.
It's just this place. I don't like it. Probably because I don't belong. Maybe someday, but not now.
I think I've learned enough.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get out of here. Welcome back.
Ugh.
Take it easy. It's a little disorientating.
I'm fine. So what now? Go back to the park and bring her to that place?
You got it.
And how do we do that?
There are 3 steps. First, we have to find out more about her. Second, we use that information to get through to her, convince her that she's dead. And 3, help her move on.
How do we find out more about her? She could be anybody.
Not necessarily. That picture you got, the one of the 3 girls? That blonde girl is either the ghost in the park or her twin sister.
You sure?
She's a dead ringer. No pun intended.
How do we convince ghosts that they're actually dead?
That's the tricky part. Near as I can figure, we need to remind the ghosts who they are. Their death was too traumatic or too violent or too emotional that their little spirit minds snapped. So we need to do whatever we can to bring them back to themselves.
And how do we do that?
Usually by finding something that has a personal significance to them. Could be an object, a piece of information, or even another person.
So we need to know more about the ghost in the park.
You're a writer, yeah? Think of this as the ultimate character study.
How do we help a ghost move on?
With my magic tie, dear. I give one end to the spook, the other end to you. You pull the ghost in, and you send them on their way.
You don't come in with me?
No, sorry. That's your job.
The blonde girl is dead.
Looks like it.
And this other girl, Joanne, she's dead too.
Yep.
What's going on?
That, my dear, is our bread and butter.
What else can we do to learn more about the ghost in the park?
The photo, dear, it's the biggest clue we have.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
Joey, come here a sec.
What is it, dear?
So what can you actually do?
Do?
As a ghost? Any powers or anything like that?
What you see is what you get, dear. I can float through walls as long as I'm still near you.
But you can't touch anything.
Not really.
Not really?
Well, you remember that breeze you felt when I manifested myself last night?
Yeah.
That's the extent of my physical presence. Neat trick, huh?
Not really.
Everyone's a critic.
How did you die?
Excuse me? How did I die?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a personal question, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes!
Sorry. Can't you stay still?
Huh?
The way you float all over the room like that, you're making me dizzy.
You sound like my mother. You're just gonna have to get used to it, babe.
Can you ever leave?
Leave? What do you mean, leave?
Leave. Get out of my apartment. Go somewhere else.
What, don't you like me?
Well, it's not that. It's just, well, what about privacy?
I'll turn my back when you're in the shower, don't worry.
And what about personal space?
I'm a ghost. It's not like I take up any space.
You know what I mean.
Sorry, darling, no can do. I told you I can't travel far from my hosts. I can go maybe 30 feet before something stops me.
That must be annoying.
It's not so bad now. After 25 years watching your aunt drool, this is like staying at the Ritz.
What was Auntie Lauren like?
What do you want to know about her for?
I just do. Can't you tell me anything?
Hey, we've got lots to do. Ask me later.
What was my grandmother like?
Her? We have to talk about her?
What's wrong with her?
Nothing. Forget it. Ask me later.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
It's open.
After you.
Yeah.
Could I ask you some follow-up questions, Kelly?
Fine. Make it quick.
Thanks again for lending me that photograph.
No big deal. It was just sitting there on her desk.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Midterms are a bitch, but I'm handling it. Or I would be handling it if you didn't keep bugging me.
Could you tell me about the other two girls in the photo?
Oh, them.
You know them.
Only through Joanne.
Do you know their names?
Blonde girl is Allie, I think. And the Asian girl? She's Susan. Tried to avoid them when they were here.
Really? Why?
Look, I need my space. Joanne needed her friends around her. So whenever Joanne turned this place into social central, I had to split. They didn't care for me, and I didn't much care for them.
Do you know anything about Joanne's friend Allie?
You mean Miss Blondie?
Yeah.
I know enough, which isn't much. She was over here all the time visiting Joanne. She was kinda sweet, I guess. Laughed all the time. Ugh, that was annoying. That was usually my cue to get out of here. What do you want to know about her?
I'm having difficulty finding her. Would you know where she is?
I don't know. She could be anywhere. Studying, partying.
Pushing up daisies.
Shh.
Huh?
Nothing.
Right.
I don't suppose you know anything about Susan.
Not much. Quiet, I guess. Maybe she just didn't talk around me. I never stuck around long enough to get to know her.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Can I take a look around?
What for?
Just to see if I can find anything else about Joanne.
What, you're a detective now?
Well,
Forget it.
thanks again, Kelly.
Whatever.
The future Mrs. Davenport? I wonder what that means. I recognize her. That's Joanne. That's her, the ghost in the park. She looks so happy here. I wonder what happened to make her like that. There's a notebook on Joanne's desk. Can I?
No. Joanne and I might not have been buddies, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some stranger paw through her stuff.
Can I use your phone?
What?
It'll only take a second.
Fine, just hurry up.
Who do you think you're calling?
Hello, could I speak to Joey, please? Hi, Joey? Yes, I had some questions for you.
Not bad, kid, not bad. If you got something to say it quick. Lady Pincushion here is starting to look a little hot under the collar.
You performed a little trick for me earlier. I'd like you to repeat it for me.
Trick?
Joey, do you see the pile of papers on the desk?
Yeah?
I need you to work your magic on them.
Sure, I can handle that.
Thanks again, Kelly.
Yeah, sure.
Nice one. So, congratulations, kid. You committed your first burglary.
Is that what I just did?
For the greater good, kid, for the greater good.
That makes me feel so much better. Looks like standard poli-sci lecture notes. It looks like Joanne liked to doodle in class. The last set of notes in this notebook are pretty strange. I'd better take a closer look. I think it's safe to say that these refer to the same person. Hi, it's me again.
You have more questions, I imagine?
Yeah, is that okay?
I suppose so. What do you want to know?
Do you know anything about Joanne's friend Allie?
I'm afraid not. Who is Allie?
Never mind, it's not important.
All right.
Did you ever meet Joanne's friend Susan?
The name doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
Do you know an Alexander Davenport?
The name doesn't ring a bell.
So how did you get to be an RA of this floor?
What do you mean?
Well, it's a girl's floor, and you, well...
Aren't?
Yes.
Well, it's like this. Someone at the registrar thought Adrian was a girl's name. So here I am.
None of the girls have complained?
Not yet. They seem to prefer it. This sort of thing happens quite frequently. You'd be surprised.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for helping out.
Just remember, leave...
The school thought that Adrian was a girl because of his name. Alex could also be a girl's name. I wonder. I don't want to, but I guess we should talk to the ghost again.
Don't worry. I'll do the talking. Hey there. Remember me?
No. Maybe.
You're a little out of sorts. How do you feel?
Lonely. Sometimes. The deacon made me lonely. Got into my head. Made everyone go away.
Are you friends with a girl named Joanne?
Joanne? Joanne? Beware of Joanne when her plans unfurled, for she intends to take over the world. She had to go away. He drove her away. She didn't understand.
Do you know why Joanne killed herself?
Joanne? She can't be dead. She's going to change the world. She's not dead. Even though she had to go away. They all had to go away because of the deacon.
Can you tell me who the deacon is?
The deacon is the deacon. We called him and he came. He got into my head. He's scared. He's diseased. He's made me diseased too. Now everyone goes away.
Can you tell?
The deacon we called. He got it. He's now.
Do you know anyone named Alexander Davenport?
On a date with Alexander the Great. Was it an accident or was it just fate?
Do you know?
On it wasn't.
Can you tell me about your friend Susan?
Quiet Sue. Little Lady Lee. Always neat and always fair. Won't say much, but you'll know she's there.
Lady Lee?
She had to go away. Stupid deacon. Sending away all my friends. Even the little ones.
Is your name Allie?
Yes, that's me. Allie Montego of Story and Song. She kisses the boys, but not for long.
Cute. Well, Allie Montego. At least we've confirmed who you are. Can you tell me
Little lady won't say.
Do you know Kelly?
Kelly, crazy Kelly, made of ice jelly. We all drove her away. But that was okay. It wasn't the deacon's fault. It was hers.
Can you tell me anything about yourself, Allie?
Allie Montego. Montego, story and song. She kisses the boys.
Look, just sit tight. We'll figure this out, and we'll be back.
That place is creepy.
What, you don't like dogs?
You know what I mean. Allie Montego. Let's see if I can find her. She apparently spent some time on a spiritual internet forum. She was looking for information about Ouija boards? Are Ouija boards dangerous? She asked. Can they call anything evil? And if so, how do you get rid of it?
Oh, jeez. Another bunch of hacks messing with those stupid boards.
This has happened before?
A few times. Those things are nothing but trouble.
Lee is a pretty common name, but it should narrow things down. I think I got her. Susan Lee, 18 years old, was admitted to Bellevue Hospital last week after an apparent suicide attempt.
I think that's our girl.
There are so many sites about this, and they all contradict each other. There's no way to really tell fact from fiction. The girls were interested in Ouija boards, and they are all haunted by someone named the Deacon. Could there be a connection? Judging from the photo Kelly gave me, Susan and Allie were close friends.